John Eats Cheap using our Sam's Club mini hoagie rolls again. The dough, the frozen ones. Look at that. That's we had 20 per bag, and first bag is now going to be empty. Because Mrs. Cheap said, let's try some of that. She saw somewhere pictures of Dolly Parton's warm cinnamon bread something. Sounded really good, so we're going to give it a shot using the Sam's Club rolls.
She serves it at Dollywood.
I'm just going to let these rise. Yeah, they serve it at Dollywood. It's always fresh and hot every day. So let's get these in. Going to let these rise until they're risen. All right, there's our rolls. Let these rise about 3 hours, so they're up to size. Got my meatloaf pan, and we're thinking we can fit 4 of these in to make it the way Dolly does. So first off, I'm going to spray my loaf pan. I got my cinnamon and sugar. This is half a cup of sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. Tiny, whisked it up. This is just melted butter. Plenty of it. Now we pick up a loaf, roll it in that butter, get it covered, and then into the cinnamon sugar. And just load that up.
Oh yeah, get lots on there.
Oh yeah.
Get every surface.
You see it's poofing down a little bit. That'll make it fit in the pan better, and it will rise again. And we just put it in there like that. Let's get all these babies done. And last one. Looks like I got plenty of melted butter, but that is clean melted butter. Just had the dough in it, so I can use it for cooking, frying something in. Nice cinnamon sugary into the pan. And now we will let those, let's get the rest of the cinnamon sugar on there, of course. Might as well use it up. And then maybe we'll add a little more butter just before we bake them. Right now we're going to cover them and let them proof, rise up a little more. All right, so we let these proof about another hour. And there they are. See, they almost got back up to size. That's a lot of cinnamon and sugar. It looks good. I got a little leftover butter, so just, you know, for good measure, we're just going to drizzle that over the top.
Because what's our family motto?
Mo butter, mo better. Something like that. Oh. And we can, maybe I have Mrs. Cheap whip up a little icing for this too. These are going in the oven, 350 for, I don't know, 25 to 30 minutes until they look golden and ready to eat. All right, I'm calling those done. Look at that, we got butter down in there. There's a lot of butter in there. All right, we're gonna let these just cool a little bit. Let's make our frosting. I've never done this, Phoebe. It's more of an icing.
A glaze.
A glaze, yeah. Kind of like a glazed donut. Mrs. Cheap said, I know it's milk and powdered sugar. She said it takes a lot more powdered sugar than you think. So I'm just gonna start, I'll go that much. And we'll see how this goes. I'm just going to put a little bit of milk in there and whisk it up.
Like a tablespoon.
Yeah.
Milk. Yeah.
We'll see how that does. Oh, look at it melt. Mm-hmm. It's like the Wicked Witch. It melted. Whisk that up. Well, that doesn't take long, does it?
No.
We'll just add a little more in there, because we can always thin it out. And this will be enough to cover it, I think. Don't you think?
Probably.
We want it kind of thick. We'll just drizzle that over the top once it's cooled off a little bit and pull that cinnamon bread. All right, that's a thing of beauty. And I'm telling you, we saw videos on them making them at Dolly World, and it looks just like that. So I'm gonna just drizzle this with a little icing. There, I think you kind of get your icing on the side.
They have all kinds of things like icing and
apple butter, jams, preserves. And it's still maybe a little warm, but we want to eat it while it's a little warm too. So we'll save a little for dipping as well. But I think that looks mighty tasty.
I try not to say this, but I'm so excited.
And it smells really good. All right. So we're trying to figure out the best way. I think we're just going to go with like the spatula here to try and pop that out. That's an individual piece. Kind of looked like a Twinkie, but boy. Oh, and look at how caramelized that is down in the bottom there. That's some goodness right there. Well, it's not going to come off the spatula. It's so sticky. Yeah. You know what? You can put some nuts down there too, but I'm not going to worry about that. Time to dig in.
We've made cinnamon rolls, and this is much simpler, so I hope it's as good as a cinnamon.
It is. You don't have to roll them up and all of that stuff. Still warm. Oh boy. That really caramelized on the bottom. Oh, that is better than a cinnamon roll. I am not kidding you. Oh, holy cow. You serve this for brunch and the company will never leave, I'm afraid to say. Oh, this is really good. And it's using those Sam's Club hoagie rolls. And you saw how simple it was. Easy process. Wow. We're going to dig in. I'm going to get a little milk to go with this. Mrs. Cheap probably have a little coffee with hers. But this is a big thumb up. Sam's Club hoagie rolls become Dolly Parton cinnamon bread with John H. Cheap.